In the last episode, we started our sailing grind. We're going to continue it, so let's get straight back into it. I won't lie, the music is absolutely popping. All right, my first delivery task out of the quest. We'll get 59 XP. I got payment. Oh, 59 coins. All right. I'm still level 5, so I've got to do a few tasks. I guess I just do the tasks as I'm at the next one and just keep going back and forth for a little bit. Oh, cool. Okay, I got another... Oh, this is part of the charting. Okay. I'm actually just so interested and overwhelmed, but like in a good way, because I'm just excited about all the content. Level 7, let's go. 2 port tasks, so now I can be extra efficient. All right, level 8, let's go. How have people got the pet this early on? That's crazy. All right, level 9, and I just got shark paint. So far, I'm finding this kind of cool. Like, there's such a cozy vibe. I was just explaining to my teammate on my lunch that it just feels like such a cozy vibe just doing the port tasks, and the music kind of really sets that vibe, just going between doing like deliveries and stuff. I also brought some cannonballs quickly because I'm assuming they're going to be useful when a load of people are going to be buying them out on day 1. But honestly, yeah, it's just quite chill, and it seems like it's running pretty smoothly considering how many boats and stuff are about. Like, obviously there's a weird bit where like it goes flat so you can see your own boat while going over stuff, so there's a lot of like boats just randomly flattening that looks a bit janky. But I think that's just because there's so many people. Obviously not everyone's going to be condensed in these sort of small areas all at once, so... But yeah, for day 1, it's feeling pretty good, honestly. All right, this should get me level 10. There we go, level 10. I can now do like a better delivery, see what we get. And there's no level 10. Oh wait, no, there is. Music point, rotten banana delivery. Is there any other music point ones? Nope. Okay, well, we'll do that to start with. West here, right. It's so weird because we have to relearn the map. It's kind of cool though, like having to relearn things. It's like almost that nostalgia of when you very first played the game again. First level 10 hand in. Let's see how much XP that gives us. 68. It's like 20% better, so it's better but not significantly yet. Level 11, let's go. I think level 15 is the first. Oh, level 15 we get that. We got our next boat as well, and level 17 is where we could do the first upgrade, so that's what I'm looking out for. I'll tell you what, part of this second quest you need to go to Mud Skipper Point. It's so weird just looking out and seeing boats going past now. Okay, well that's the first thing I've charted. All right, prime times completed and 16 sailing. Let's go. Okay, wow, so we've got a few facility spots, but it looks like I can build a couple of things. So I can build the salvaging hook, I can build range, okay, another range. There's a few bits on there. I'm just having a little scroll through. So yeah, looks like salvaging hook range. Okay, don't have an anchor either. So yeah, so they're the only 2 I can build so far. But it looks like we can get quite a few upgrades on this first proper boat. All right, adding the first new bit to the boat. We have a bronze salvaging hook, and now let's add the range. Beautiful, and then I can edit the boat schematic at level 17, but we'll have to wait for that. Ooh, level 17. That means I can get the iron helm. All right, first schematic change, which now gives it a bit of rapid resistance. I'm assuming that'll be useful for something. Level 18, let's go. I can add the next thing. Upgraded cargo hold, so that's level 18. Beautiful. 19. Level 20, I can go to Kappa B and make an oak hole. Level 2100, crazy. All right, building an oak hole. So I think that increased my boat's hit points a little bit. Awesome. 21. Hey. Okay, apparently you can just enter people's boats without permission. All right, not that I've used it yet, but we're upgrading the hook. So now we've got the iron salvaging hook. My teammate told me that apparently if you chart an area, you get like these rapids that help you move places. So I feel like the areas that I'm in, I should at least get those fully charted because it's a boost of XP. And if it's going to be making everything slightly more efficient anyway, it just makes sense to just get them knocked out early because it's just going to make everything faster. And it's like a mini permanent buff, really. All right, found my first bug. I am completely stuck. Nothing I do will move. So basically the only option I've got is the escape option, which would get rid of all my cargo. So now I need to get everything out that I can. Do that and let's escape. Need to pay to recover it first. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, it's been mostly smooth so far. All right, I've completed my first area. I've fully charged it and now I've got some rapids within it that I can use. Anyway, looking through this should get me the last bit of pandemonium unlocked. There we go, level 22. All right, so that's all the time I have for day one of sailing. I'm really enjoying the skill, to be honest. There's a lot to it. They've done a pretty amazing job at getting it this polished, considering like with this many players going around in boats of all things. But yeah, level 22 on day one, I'm fine with that. It's not the best. Like what my teammates are doing pretty well, 38 and 40 I think they're at. All right, we can make the iron kill, which will give the boat more armor and hit points, so let's do that. But we're slowly getting upgrades on this. I might test out some salvaging today, because I'm probably not going to go as hard and like on my work lunch just absolutely start grinding it, but I might do a little bit of salvaging while I'm eating my lunch instead. Okay, so I'm testing out the salvaging a bit. I've also noticed that instead of the boat going flat, this one's just kind of kept an outline of it instead. So I'm wondering if they're going to do that instead, which I think would probably look better actually, because the flat thing did look quite weird in especially populated areas. And level 23, let's go. I think 3 more levels is the next salvaging, so hopefully I can get to that. Level 25, let's go. 1 more for the next salvage. Oh, I didn't even realize. 26, so now I can go and do the next ones, I believe. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go and find where they are. Bolt of linen. How do I get that? All right, so one of my first new materials, I just mined and made some lead bars, as I need some for the steel salvaging hook upgrade, which will definitely help with XP rates, or I'm assuming it does at least. Next one is we have to turn flax into bolts of linen. So I'm not 100% sure how this works. I think you have to turn flax into linen yarn, and then you turn the linen yarn into a bolt of linen, I think. So it's 2 linen yarn for 1 bolt. Okay, so apparently you can't use it on here. So how do you make a bolt of linen? A loom. Okay, apparently on Fossil Island has one, so let's try that. Okay, so it looks like I haven't built it. No way. Oh, that's so annoying. All right, so doing something I probably should. Oh, I need rope. All right, we've got the wheel. We've got the loom. Right, so now this is really efficient for sailing, creating bolts of linen, because you literally just go bank there and there. So I'm glad they've made this bit kind of useful, because I've, as you can see, never used that. So it's kind of nice that they're making, you know, niche areas really good. All right, so then you use it on the loom. There we go, beautiful. I'm just going to do the full inventory. I'm not going to create more than that, and I'll just come back and create more stuff as and when I need it. All right, a pointless upgrade, but we can add a shark trim to the boat. So now it's got a bit of a grey trim to it. Nice. All right, we're also upgrading our sails, which increases how long our speed boost is when we trim them. All right, we're upgrading to the steel salvaging hook that I don't have a saw and hammer because I'm an idiot. Luckily, there's some here, which I'm really glad they implemented. All right, so upgrade to the steel salvaging hook, and the last thing I can build is the cannon, so I finally have a weapon on the ship. Alright, my mic wasn't working for these next few clips, but I completed current affairs, got level 30 and level 31 sailing, got the stormy key, got 32 sailing, and then also finished off the gravedigger. Right, before I get back into sailing, I think I found a fix. I need to test whether this microphone audio actually works, but then if it does, then we're back to normal. Okay, I'm not sure why. The ports are in ones should be available by now. Maybe I've got a telly first. Hold on. All right, just got count check, and let's check the health for this. 19k XP, so now I should in theory be able to travel to my house, and there we go. I can teleport to ports room very quickly, which is quite useful at the moment because I left my ship at Pandemonium and I don't have any way of getting there other than here right at the moment. I'm going to upgrade to the teak hull because that should increase my boat's speed, which should make the Barracuda trials easier. So that will definitely help, and just getting around in general, I guess. Alright, this bad boy's definitely faster setting off than it was previously, so it should at least give me an advantage at the start, if nothing else. There we go, got it. So got the barrel stand and level 34 sailing. Alright, level 35, I was about a little bit off there, but that's because I missed the fact that there was a crate on the inside, but I think I can get this in the next couple of attempts at least. But this is such quicker XP. As soon as you hit level 30, it really does speed up. That being said, a load of people complaining about how slow level 1 to 30 was, but in all honesty, it felt fine to me. I've just been quite enjoying it. Alright, we got a bunch of sailing stuff done, but that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you want to keep up with the series, then make sure to subscribe. But otherwise, I'll see all of you in the next one.